All right, let's talk in this video about if you are given a system of linear equations and asked if an ordered pair is a solution to it. Now, one of the things that I notice my students will do all the time is I've already taught them how to graph both of the lines and find where they intersect. So they already understand the graphing method to solve a system. So when I throw this their way, I watch kids start creating graphs and they start to connect the dots and they want to see if it intersects at 2, 5. Now that's great and it will get you to the answer eventually, but making graphs is hard and it takes time. We can check this algebraically. You're given two possible numbers, one of which is an x, that's your first number in the ordered pair, and the second number being the y. So all we need to do is use algebra, plug in these values into the variables in the equation to see if they come out to be true. Now, when I put a 2 in for x and a 5 in for y, if it works for one of the equations, that's great, but it has to work for both for it to be a solution to the system of equations. So let's go ahead and check both of these. Y equals 4x minus 3. Instead of a y, I'm going to put the value, which is a 5, equals 4 times x. Instead of 4 times x, I'm going to say 4 times the value of x, which is 2, minus 3. And I'm going to hope that this comes out to be a true statement when I'm done. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 3 equals 5 is what this is saying. And we all know that 8 minus 3 does equal 5. So this first equation checks. So far, I like what I'm seeing, but I have to make sure it checks for both. Now, instead of 6 times x, I'm going to say 6 times the value of x, which we're just going to steal from the ordered pair, to 2, minus 3 times y, which is a 5, equals 18. And we need to check to see if this is true. 6 times 2 gives me 12. A negative 3 times a 5 would give me a negative 15. And 12 minus 15 does not equal 18. That is not true. Therefore, this is not a solution. That doesn't mean there isn't a solution out there. There is. We just know that it's not 2, 5. Hopefully this makes sense. Whenever you're given a system with 4 possible answers, multiple choice, this is the strategy that I would use as opposed to graphing the 2 lines to find where they intersect. Either way will get you there. Just plugging these numbers in. Most of us can mentally calculate 4 times 2 is 8, minus 3 checks, 5, and we're good to go. Study hard on this. Systems are not easy. The more you study, the better you'll do. Study hard. Good luck on your upcoming test.